was mad. He's mad about that. Mind you, this man sent text messages to somebody that I was dealing with me of me and him having sex. That's the type of I've been dealing with for the past 2 months. Every time he knows that I go out of town, he harasses me. He leave me voice notes trying to put my self-esteem to the ground. And I'm so tired of it.
Looks like Offset is spiraling, and Cardi B's not staying silent anymore. She just dropped a bomb on social media, claiming that Offset has been flooding her phone with desperate messages, saying he can't live without her, and even making threats to end his own life if she doesn't leave her current boo, Stefon Diggs. What started off as a messy breakup is now turning into something way darker. Cardi says she's been trying to protect her peace, but Offset's intense breakdown is dragging her back into pure chaos. And from the way she tells it, this could just be the beginning of something even more disturbing. Offset's public vibe has always swung between cool and careless, but what Cardi exposed in late March 2025 shook fans to their core. She went live on X and told everyone Offset had been sending disturbing messages, not just begging for her back.
Tell ya about this, all right? For the past couple of months, I've been very quiet, but I've been going through a lot of stuff that I keep to myself. First thing first, this guy, right, is upset because I sent his girlfriend text messages of him begging me, saying he was gonna take away his life, begging me, saying he's gonna take away my life. I blocked you, even though I know you was gonna go to Atlanta, and I was like, I didn't want to know what you was doing out there. I told you I blocked. You was calling me all private numbers all morning. You was calling my mama.
But threatening both their lives if she doesn't come back. Can you believe that? That's wild coming from a man who acted like he was already over her, pretending like he didn't care who she was with or how she moved on. But behind the scenes, a whole different story. Cardi says the texts haven't stopped. They've been non-stop, obsessive, and downright terrifying. This wasn't just some emotional outburst. This was full-on harassment. And the silence on Offset's socials? Cardi says that's all part of the game. Just a cover-up to make it seem like he's unbothered, when really he's spiraling behind closed doors. She said she finally had enough and decided to hit up his rumored new girl, Melanie Jada, that same model who was seen dripping in luxury with Offset during a Dubai shopping spree. But get this, Cardi didn't reach out to be petty. She forwarded Offset's disturbing messages to Melanie as a warning, a heads up. And when Offset found out, he flipped. Cardi says he lost his mind, even though just days earlier, he had allegedly sent explicit revenge materials to Stefon, her new man. Like what? The double standard had everybody shook, but it didn't end there. Cardi opened up about months of twisted behavior that's been wearing her down. She claims Offset becomes extra unhinged whenever she's out of town, blowing up her phone with voice notes full of insults and humiliation.
March 2025, Cardi B went live on X and shared something that left fans speechless.
Trying to crush her confidence piece by piece. And it gets even messier. Cardi says Offset would FaceTime her while chilling with his new girl just to mess with her head. Like, who even does that? She said he wanted to keep control, even from a distance. And the emotional manipulation got so bad, she had to call it what it was: abuse. She didn't sugarcoat anything. Cardi talked about revenge games, obsessive voicemails, and nonstop psychological warfare. This wasn't some petty lover's quarrel. This was a woman fighting for her mental health while being dragged into madness by a man who clearly hasn't let go. If this all sounds wild.
Right? For the past couple of months, I've been very quiet, but I've been going through a lot of stuff that I keep to myself. First thing first, this guy, right, is upset because I sent his girlfriend text messages of him begging me, saying he was gonna take away his life, begging me, saying he's gonna take away my life.
It's because it is, but it ain't exactly coming out of nowhere. Back in January, Cardi already started hinting that Offset was moving mad. She didn't hold back when she publicly accused him and his own mama of robbing her. Yup, you read that right. She didn't spill every detail, but her tone said everything. Around the same time, she exposed how Offset had been ghosting their kids during the holidays, while showing up big for his other children, showering them with expensive gifts and love. So was it really about being a father, or was he just trying to get at Cardi? Fans started connecting the dots, and everything pointed to one thing: control. All those obsessive messages, that emotional neglect, the petty moves. It wasn't just chaos, it was calculated. And Cardi's supporters ain't just calling it drama anymore. They're calling it coercive control. We're talking apology bombs, guilt trips, humiliating insults, psychological games, over and over again. And now sources close to Cardi are saying this latest breakdown had a specific trigger. Stefon Diggs. Offset ain't just upset that Cardi moved on, he's furious. And the fact she's now linked to a high-profile NFL baller, that lit a fire under him. That's reportedly why he's been blowing up her phone, begging her to cut Diggs off. But when she didn't, boom, the messages got darker. The threats got worse. And now Offset's unraveling, publicly. Something we've never seen like this before. Insiders say Offset's been pulling every move in the book, crying, apologizing.
Hey, we have what's up, Twin? Drew. What's up? Cut the light on. Cut the light on. Yeah, man. I just want to let y'all folk know we having know what I mean? It's here. I'm going up out of this though. Y'all live with that.
Promising he'll change, pleading with Cardi not to finalize the divorce. But Cardi, she's not buying it. She's seen this movie before. Don't forget, she already filed for divorce once back in 2020 over infidelity. She gave him another shot, tried to keep the family together, tried to believe he'd grow up. But last year, it all became crystal clear. Nothing changed. This time, it's not just about cheating, it's about complete absence. Cardi says she's the one who's been carrying the load, emotionally, financially, and as a parent. She's covering the school bills, the child care, even the security. And Offset, according to her, he can't even show up. That's not just pain, that's betrayal. And for Cardi, betrayal is where she draws the line. Now Offset's threatening to unalive himself, and things have taken a deeply disturbing turn. But Cardi isn't folding. She's standing tall. She's done playing along with his sorry act. She says he ain't sorry. He's just mad he lost control, and she refuses to let him drag her back into that mess. This divorce, it's not just paperwork, it's self-defense. Cardi's doing what she has to do to protect herself, her peace, and her kids. Meanwhile, Offset's meltdown is becoming too loud to ignore. And honestly, it ain't heartbreak anymore. It's a breakdown. And guess what really set him off? A photo of their son Wave rocking the same braided hairstyle as Stefon Diggs. That's what allegedly sent Offset spiraling into his latest fit. He couldn't handle it. Not the photo, not the man.
Last year, I really felt like I was going crazy. I couldn't eat. I couldn't sleep. Like my baby came out 5 pounds. A healthy baby. No.
Oh, there has been some more things with Offset and Cardi. Offset has now deleted his Instagram and his X account. His X account currently pulls up as the this account does not exist, and you can't even go to his.
Not the fact that Cardi's actually done this time. That one photo, it flipped Offset's whole mood. What looked like an innocent picture of his son Wave with matching braids to Stefon Diggs sent Offset into a full-blown rage. He didn't just get mad. He snapped publicly. He jumped on X, dropping a storm of angry posts, throwing out veiled threats, straight up questioning how he was supposed to react when, in his words, somebody plays with my kid. In one now deleted post, he even said, "If somebody died for playing with my son, call me the Crash Show." That's not just drama, that's dangerous talk. But this wasn't just about the braids. That picture, it symbolized something deeper. Someone else stepping into Offset's old spot. Not just Cardi's man, but a father figure to his son. And when fans paired that with the viral Yap video of Cardi twerking on Stefon while he smacked her behind playfully, that seemed to break something in Offset for real. While Cardi and Stefon looked loved up and unbothered, Offset was out here spiraling, crashing out online, trying to reclaim space in a life that clearly moved on without him. But it was too late. The vibe shifted, the internet clocked it, and behind the scenes, it only got darker. Cardi said Offset's behavior got real disturbing. She exposed that after getting more threats from him, she forwarded those receipts to his current girl, Melanie Jada, the same model who was dripping in designer on that Dubai spree with Offset. That move sent Offset over the edge. He was heated, but Cardi stood 10 toes down on her decision. Why? Because according to her, Offset had already crossed a serious line.
It's not his team. I know it's his. Gonna tell the Breakfast Club the only reason The only reason why this motherfucker asking for spousal support because I was asking for everything. Because I was asking for everything. And because I don't be with my kids. Yo, you such a pussy nigga. Word to my mother. I want you to die, but I want you to die slow, nigga.
Sending explicit revenge content to Stefon Diggs out of pure jealousy. Like, what? And every time Cardi hopped on a flight, she said Offset spiraled again. He would blow up her phone with degrading voice notes, not love notes, not sad boy texts, but vicious attacks meant to break her confidence. And this wasn't a one-time outburst. This was a whole pattern of psychological warfare dressed up as fake remorse. It got so heavy that Cardi took to X and poured her heart out in a brutally honest live stream. She said the marriage didn't just hurt her, it drained her mentally, emotionally, and physically. She even admitted it got so bad that she felt like, I was going to end up going to jail because I was going to kill him with my bare hands. Fans were stunned, but it was real. It hit deep. It wasn't about heartbreak anymore. It was about control, survival, and a woman who'd had enough. And just when people thought Offset might finally chill out, he vanished, deleted his Instagram, deleted his ex. No warning, no note, just gone. It was the kind of vanishing act that screams emotional breakdown. And behind the scenes, sources say he's crumbling, watching Cardi and Stefon get closer. That bond might be unbreakable now. But what really left folks speechless? Word on the street is that amid all this chaos, Offset had the nerve to ask for child support? Yeah, for real. Despite Cardi being the one handling everything, private school, round-the-clock security, childcare, Offset's out here acting like he's owed something? Cardi's sitting on a fortune worth $80 to $100 million. Offset, closer to $30 million. And still, he had the audacity to walk into court asking for child support? For real, word is the judge granted joint custody.
Make yourself feel better. Because I make you feel so low about yourself. Because I don't make you feel like you're that nigga in this home. So that's what you gotta do. So you out here trying to hurt my feelings because you can the next. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Because them hoes ain't good enough that I be having you crashing out. All weekend. You was mad happy today when I can call you today. And the only reason why I called you today is because I'm trying to change my son's school and I need your approval. Other than that, nigga, I don't care. The world, my ops. I'm with your ops. That's one for your ops. Yeah, of course, because you don't move with integrity. You're not a street nigga. That's what you do. That's what you do. Oh, I'm gonna go for your ops. Go, boo-hoo. I don't give a fuck. You can fuck my ops. You fuck my friends, nigga. I don't give a shit. You're a lame to me, and you will never equate to me. And it's crazy that I even let you even play with me for such a long time.
But gave primary residence to Cardi to keep stability for the kids. Makes sense. But let's be honest, the irony hit hard. Offset out here demanding support while, according to Cardi, he's been absent. Not just physically, but emotionally and financially too. She's been loud about it lately, calling him out for ghosting when it mattered most. While she's been juggling platinum records, solo parenting, and a spotlight that never dims, Offset's been more about image than presence. Cardi put it blunt. Fatherhood ain't about Instagram shoutouts or stage birthday pics. It's about showing up. And by that standard, she says Offset failed again and again. For Cardi, this wasn't just a messy breakup. This was a slow, painful erosion. She said she carried the emotional weight for years, kept up the image, shielded the kids from the dysfunction, and now that she's finally free from pretending, she's done staying quiet. She called him a deadbeat dad, straight up, and instead of hiding behind PR, she's reclaiming her time and peace like a boss. But let's keep it real. Not everyone on the internet's throwing their support behind her. Some folks still believe Offset's spiral is from regret, not control. They say maybe he really is heartbroken. Then came the conspiracy crowd, bringing up old rumors that Cardi and Stefon Diggs were already messing around while she was still with Offset. Yep, back when she was 8 months pregnant, fans were already speculating about her and Stefon sneaking around. And when DJ Academics jumped in and said, these industry girls are paying these dudes to be with them, and claimed Diggs smashed other rappers' girls, that fueled the mess. So maybe Offset wasn't just bitter. Maybe he did feel betrayed. But even with all that said, most people agree there's no excuse for what came next. The threats, the online meltdowns, the revenge clips, the emotional games. All signs point to one thing: coercive behavior. Even his longtime supporters are starting to side-eye him now. The vibe shifted. This ain't looking like heartbreak anymore. This is about control. Meanwhile, Cardi and Diggs, still popping out in public, all smiles, holding hands, vibing like nothing's bothering them. And Offset, he's getting dragged left and right. Folks are calling him out for weaponizing mental health to manipulate the situation. And let's be real, it's not that people don't believe he could be hurting. It's just that the timing, the patterns, and the meltdowns are starting to feel like tactics. Like he's just scrambling to control a situation where he no longer holds the cards. He had chances. Cardi gave him chance after chance. She stayed. She forgave. She tried to rebuild. But now, that door ain't just closed. It's locked for good. And not out of spite, out of survival. For Cardi, this isn't just about being with a new man. This is about finally putting herself and her kids first. And social media has been loud. One user said, "Offset ain't hurt. He's just mad she's no longer under his control." Another wrote, "Dudes like him won't treat you right, but won't let you go either." But this one said it best. Sending revenge pics of your ex, the mother of your kids, to her new man, that's the goofiest thing I've ever heard in my 31 years on this earth. But what do you think? Is Offset truly brokenhearted or just trying to control the narrative? Drop your take in the comments below. Whose side are you on? Cardi's, Offset's, or somewhere in the messy middle? And if you're into celebrity drama that actually delivers the tea, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Tap that notification bell so you never miss the next messy moment. Catch y'all in the next one.